Rockies just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Allen going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw, just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 30-yard line.
Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19.
It's a gain of 11. And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Cook, not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown! James Cook taking it in. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Nix to the air. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6.
3rd down and 1. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Brought down by Ed Oliver. They work now on 2nd and 9.
48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 7.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it.
And that's going to bring up a 4th
It's
down.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They're going. It's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And a gain of 3 on the play.
And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
Captain.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Allen going to run with it. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Allen now looks to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Allen to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Allen.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here's third and a few inches.
Now Allen.
That is caught. Down the right sideline.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but not establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
At the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Broncos first down.
Now it's Nix. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and a yard. It looks like they'll move things around here. Now Dobbins again on second down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to run for him with Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. On play action, Allen.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
That's another Bills.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Allen now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two. They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This is first and 10.
Oh, my set. Captain, ready.
Nix to the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
319. Regular.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Throwing now is Allen. This is caught. It's Cooks. And
God damn.